In a world obsessed with more success, more possessions, more distractions, there is a quiet rebellion taking place. It whispers a simple truth. Less is more, not just in the things we own, but in the way we live, think, and connect with the world around us. This is the essence of spiritual minimalism. It is not just about clearing your closet or decluttering your home. It's about releasing the inner clutter that clouds your mind and burdens your heart. It is about making space for what truly matters. The modern world equates abundance with happiness, but the soul thrives in stillness, not noise. In spaciousness, not suffocation. In clarity, not complexity. The more we chase, the more we forget what we're chasing for. We fill our lives with objects, tasks, and relationships that drain rather than nourish us. We accumulate, hoping it will fill the silence within. But sometimes, the silence is the very thing we need to hear. Spiritual minimalism begins with a question. What am I holding on to that no longer serves me? Perhaps it's a possession, an expectation, a fear, or even a story we've told ourselves for too long. Letting go doesn't mean losing. It means trusting that what remains is enough. The ancient Stoics believed that true freedom comes from needing less. Epictetus once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This idea is echoed in many spiritual traditions. Buddhism teaches detachment. Christianity speaks of the richness of poverty in spirit, and Taoism praises the value of simplicity. All point toward a common wisdom. The more we strip away, the more we discover who we really are. Consider your mind like a room. If it's filled with noise, distractions, and clutter, there's no space to sit, to breathe, to think. But when you remove what doesn't belong, you create room for light, air, and peace. The same is true for the soul. When we let go of resentment, comparison, and ego, we create space for compassion, gratitude, and love. Minimalism is not deprivation, it's intentionality. It's choosing what you bring into your life and what you let go. It's asking, does this align with who I want to be? It's the courage to say no to what doesn't. We often think happiness is in having more, but joy comes from presence, from connection, from knowing that what we have is enough, and that who we are, beneath all the layers, is already whole. The minimalist path also teaches us how to deal with discomfort. When you remove distractions, you're left with yourself. This can be frightening, but it's also where growth begins. In silence, we meet our fears. In emptiness, we discover our truth. Spiritual minimalism invites us to slow down, to walk instead of run, to listen instead of speak, to observe instead of react. In doing so, we become more aware of the beauty in small things. A quiet morning, a deep breath, the sound of the wind through the trees. In a life of less, the little things become everything. It also gives us clarity. Without the noise of too many options, too many commitments, or too many voices, we start to hear our own. Our intuition strengthens. Our values become clearer. Decisions feel lighter. This kind of clarity is a form of peace. It's the ability to live each day without the weight of excess, to move through life with grace rather than struggle. You don't need to become a monk or live in a bare room to embrace this path. Start small. Clean one corner of your room. Say no to one unnecessary task. Let go of one belief that makes you feel less than whole. Minimalism is a practice, not a perfection. It is not about how little you have, but how fully you live. When you choose less, you reclaim your time, your energy, your attention. And with those, you can build a life not based on what you own, but on who you are becoming. So next time you feel the pull toward more, pause. Ask yourself if it's truly what your soul needs, or if just maybe you already have enough. In a world that tries to convince you otherwise, there is power in choosing less, in living slower, in breathing deeper, in being fully present. This is the path of spiritual minimalism. This is the inner path